Hey bitches with a fat ass in the fucking club. I'm doing work. It's Tuesday, innit? Yeah. So, I finished my reading for week 7. I actually finished it. So there's no gaps in my book, which is great. And now I've started my week 8 reading. It's only 10 pages, so it's gonna be like just this double spread. And it's currently 10 to 9. I think this will take me till like 20 to 10, I'm gonna say. But I'm like cracked open a beer, and I'm gonna do this reading and then chill out. Cause yeah, I just have to think about Friday. I'm not here, he's got a funeral to go to. So, I need to email my professor. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, believe it or not, filming myself is actually a really helpful tool to encourage myself to study. Like, if I know that I'm making something else out of it, then when I study, like, I have a lot more motivation to do so. And I like the way my books look too. Lol. I just had the cutest conversation ever with this guy, and he was putting salt on the stairs by the station. He was like, oh yeah, sometimes when I'm bored I watch you skating. And I was like, oh no way, like that's so, you know, he's telling me about how he used to skate in the 80s, like in London, like Peckham versus Brixton, and I was just telling him like the skate scene's still alive and well in London, but I'm just not from there, so you know. And he was like, oh, that's so cool. Yeah, it's really nice. It's definitely too icy for me to be skating, but I wanted to skate, so I'm gonna skate. And some guy literally stopped me before that guy as well, and was literally like, just to let you know, like, it's incredibly icy. And I was like, okay, thank you for letting me know, I'm gonna give it a go anyway. And then he was like, I like your jumper, which was sweet. Yeah, got a runny nose as well, it's freezing. Got my skates on.
It's like 3 o'clock, I just woke up, unfortunately. It's a really nice day. I wish I'd been awake. Yeah, it's a beautiful day. I'm debating whether to go to the library or not. Probably should. Hey, so basically, jarred out. When am I not jarred out at this rate? Yeah, so I just want to talk a little bit about how I've been coping. I guess coping is the word I'm going to use, with my autism diagnosis. Because it's very, like, it's a big thing. And I think I've definitely had, like, a range of different emotions when thinking about it. It's scary. I think the main thing is scary. And there's, like, parts of me that are frustrated because, you know, I wish I had received this diagnosis when I was a little girl, when I had the opportunity to mature and grow up with more coping strategies and coping mechanisms that would have really helped me in my everyday life as an adult. And I think because I didn't have that, it means I have to start again and relearn how to cope and in a new set of ways, because everything I was told about coping mechanisms didn't work for the way my brain worked. And so I've been basically insane this whole time, going around in circles doing the same thing over and over again when it was never going to work for me in the first place. And that's a hard pill to swallow. And then there's this like idea of who I thought I was in my head that I've had to like come to terms with, like, oh, like that's not who I am, even though I thought that's who I was. It's not who I am. And there's also denial. Like I've definitely been in a bit of denial about it. Like, been telling myself, like, I've literally been saying to myself, like, maybe you were the best narcissist and master manipulator in the world. I'm such a good narcissist that I tricked the person who diagnosed me with autism. Like, that's where my brain's been going. And there's obviously some days, like, I'm happy and I feel more, like, been stimming more and felt more comfortable just like expressing myself that way. What else have I been doing? I've been trying to like understand and like respect the fact that some things are too overwhelming for me, and like I shouldn't just force myself to do it because it's socially expected of me. Like, if I can't do it, I can't do it, and that's fine. So it's definitely like, it's a mixed bag. It's a mixed feelings. Like, it's hard to understand. Like, yeah, like some days I feel really inept, and then other days I feel really good, and like nothing can stop me. But like, it's gonna be a challenge. Like, my life is gonna be a bit of a challenge. It has been already, but at least I know now, like, well, A, that there's no magic switch that's gonna fix this, and B, like coping mechanisms which are tailored to the way my brain works, and just like regularity, really important. Yeah, and like uni's going well, and like I don't necessarily feel more stable. I'm just kind of here. I just kind of like arrived in this mindset. Because obviously, like, when I first came to uni this year, I didn't want to come. Like, I just thought, like, it's going to be exactly the same as last year. And I'm just going to fuck it up again. And I'm just going to be sad. And my life is forever going to be shit. Which is obviously really stupid and, like, deterministic way of thinking. Fatalistic way of thinking. But that's what I was thinking. I was like, my life is going to be shit forever. I hate everything, and then I just slowly felt a bit less like the world is against me, so that's positive. I still need to make friends, obviously, really important, and I think that's the main thing that's really getting me at the moment, is I just feel lonely and like kind of like an alien, and I think that's like the main thing that's, I guess, I've been struggling with in terms of autism, is like coming to terms with the fact that like I'm socially different, and then like understanding all the situations, thinking back on situations that have happened in the past, and like how I reacted and then how I'd react differently today, and just like, I don't know, almost like just cringing at like all the shit that I've done, and like all the misunderstandings, and like there's just awkwardness, and then I never really knew like why I was so awkward about, like, I've literally always thought it was different, but I never like, so whenever I like thought about it, I just saw that as like egotistical, and so I just never really like, and then like when I kind of thought I had autism, I was like, no fucking way, no way, go away. I was like, fuck off, do I have autism? No way. And then like a couple years went by, and I was like, oh yeah, nah, like I really am autistic, like this is kind of jarring. The thing is, I need to be careful about the way I speak about it as well, because I don't want other people who are also autistic to think that like I'm anti-autism, because I'm not. It's just, as you know, it's hard to live with, and when you're not diagnosed from a young age, you have all of these expectations and like criticisms put upon you by people around you, and they stick with you, like, because they mean a lot. Because I remember when my parents realized I had a learning difficulty, it was like, and that's when I suddenly realized, oh, I was being called lazy like every day for a long time. It was like, oh well, she's not trying, and I got called lazy, and it was like, oh, labeling is like fucked, but it's also helpful in some regards. So all of the negative labels that I've now carried on my shoulders for a long time, I have validity in the fact that those things are not true, because I'm autistic, and it explains a lot of the behaviors or like the scenarios that have occurred. It's just crazy, like 21 years without knowing, and then I'm like, boof, I know. Like weird. I'm like actually saying like I am autistic is really strange. Because like when I thought I did, but I didn't fully know, it was a lot easier to like say like, oh yeah, I think I'm autistic. But then when I have like the validity as well, I don't want people to judge me, like, because it's true, you know what I mean? Because it was before, they were like, oh, but I didn't know, so I couldn't like take offense on like from that, if that makes sense. But now I have like validity in the label. If people like make awesome jokes, or like they like make a face when they find out, it like really affects me, because they now see me as this thing, and I can't escape that thing, because that thing is true, yeah. I don't know why I did my eyebrows like this. They look kind of fucking nuts. Anyway. Yeah. I think it's just difficult to sum up how to feel about it. Like, so I can't really tell you how I feel about it, even though that's what I've said I was going to say. But lots of things. Like, it's positive, it's negative, because like I saw this one thing, and it was like, no, I'm not happy with being neurodivergent because it's a massive source of my pain, and that really it's kind of deep, and I was like, well, that really resonates with me, because a lot of the issues I've faced in my life like can be traced back to that, and not necessarily that, but like not knowing that about myself. And so like I've made a lot of bad decisions, I've done a lot of stupid shit, like in terms of I've put myself in a lot of vulnerable situations that I hadn't realised at the time. Like I've literally traumatized myself from just doing dumb shit, not realising, and like when I like trace it back, it's normally like naive. It's because I'm being naive, and I'm like yeah, like, this person, why would this person want to hurt me? Like, we're having a nice conversation. Like, what do you mean? Like, it wouldn't, like, the danger wouldn't even come into my head, and I'd, like, put myself in situations like that sometimes. You know, or, like, you know, I went to I ended up at an after party in London, and then I woke up at, like, 1 p.m. the next day on the sofa, and then it was just, like, people around me, like, why am I in this situation? Like, why am I doing this? But I think a lot of my poor decision making and, like, naivety is related to not understanding, like, the social situation very well sometimes, and, like, especially when I meet new people. Nothing. The social cues and things like that differ from county to county, from town to town. They differ, like, and it's weird. Like, it's not weird, but, like, the social, like, environment in Essex is different to in Brighton and in Gloucestershire and then New Zealand and, you know, all over the world in London, you know. And so, like, when you, like, because I grew up in such a small place, like, you understand that social setting. Like, that's how I grew up, and so I understand that social setting. But then when I get older and then I moved to a different place, it's different. And I definitely know, like, when I went to New Zealand, I noticed it, like, things like, I'd say, "You're right. How are you? You alright?" And they'd be like, "I'm fine." Like, why are you asking me if I'm alright? That's, for example, like, and, like, I'd be like, oh. So I had to, like, train myself to not say "you're right," even though it's just, like, my quintessential British phrase. Like, because they just don't say that. And then, like, it's not, like, a greeting or, like, a...
But anyway, I've gone completely off track.
Yeah, like, I'm happy I'm autistic, but I'm sad I'm autistic. Best of both worlds. And, like, I said, like, first I posted TikTok, and then people were like, "Oh yeah, I knew," and I was like, "Okay." Like, I don't think that's a compliment. It's not a compliment though. Like, it's not like a negative. It's not a compliment. I just didn't want it to, like I wouldn't have been like, I would, like, if it was like, no way, I never could have guessed. I guess that's, like, I know it's, like, wrong, but, like, part of me is like, yes, because that's, like, validation that, like, I fit into the social norm, which I can, and that's the thing, I can, but it's really exhausting, and I can only do it for, like, 2 months, and then I burn out for, like, 6 months. It's really not good, and that's happened, like, multiple times. Yeah, so, like, I don't know, it's not that, I don't know, I just, like, saying you could tell, like, I don't know if it's, I don't know. I guess I'd just rather not someone say that. Unless you know me, I guess. But then I put my life on social media, so I can't really fucking say anything. Live, love, laugh. Giraffe.
Hey, it's a wonderful kind of day. I just got back from a funeral. Okay, not a wonderful kind of day. And I left these out the day I left for uni. I left these out on Thursday. It's Saturday night. Brought my lamp back finally. And this man fell asleep on me on the train, so that was interesting. Because it's so dim in here. Like, this light is not enough for me to study with any, like, light on me. Why is this is flickering now? Because I leave it on just constantly. Now look at that. Okay, you don't need to see the lamp. Now that is enough light to do work in. Obviously, it doesn't look like it right now, but yeah. Yeah, I brought my coat back with me. This hasn't made an appearance yet. And then I have my pink little kids top that I bought from a charity shop when I was 18. You know it's too small when you can see the side seams, you know what I mean? Like, it bunches up under the tit, so it's a bit, but yeah. Okay, Cleo. The water is not warm today.
I can't tell if I'm fine or I'm going crazy. I feel like I'm going crazy. Help. Hey, so it's a Monday morning, and I'm currently back at uni. It's the 9th of December. It's my little sister's birthday. I'm really tired. I've not been sleeping well at all. Like, at all. on Friday, I didn't sleep Thursday night. Then on Friday, I got the train back to Cheltenham home. Got the train to Cheltenham, and then I got picked up, and I got my car, and then I drove to Cardiff, which is not too bad, but I was really tired. But Alice's party was really fun. But she's 20 today. I can't believe she's 20. My little baby's 20. So mad, because she's not a baby anymore. She's grown. And the thing is, I'm 21, so it's not like she's like, it was me last year, but, you know, it's just weird. Yeah. It's the 2nd, but it's technically, it's 2:22. 2:22 a.m. I literally only got back from Cheltenham 9 minutes ago. Because I had my car when I left, I took the kitchen sink with me. Because, like, I like to have stuff that I like to wear on me at all times. And, like, just random stuff. And basically, I didn't have the car coming back, so I had to massively change what I was bringing with me. So now, like, I don't have my boots, my Stomper boots, because I took them home with me, and then I didn't really want to wear them, and then I had Crocs, and I was like, oh, so I've got one pair of trainers and one pair of trainers with no laces. I did a bit of a stupid thing, because for my boots, right, I took the laces on my boots to put red laces in my boots, right? Pretty normal. But on my purple jeans, I have tassels on the side, which are shoelaces. And I lost one, so I was like, oh, I'll use my boots. And then I lost this too. So I've now got loads of random just one lace, which is fine, because I can tie my hair up in a bun with it. But it's really irritating because I've lost it. So, yeah. But yeah, I'm going to, like, unpack my suitcase. And I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to put the suitcase, because I didn't want it in my bedroom. I'm like, oh, I guess I could put it up there. Anyway. You haven't seen me. You haven't seen me. Oh my god, crunk. Great. Haven't seen me in a little while because I've been at home. I haven't been filming or anything because I've just been feeling a bit meh. And I've got lots of deadlines in January. It's scary. I say in January as if it's not the 2nd. I've got a deadline in 4 days. And then after that, and in 15 days, and in 17 days, and in 18 days, and in 29 days. Anyway, I went home and it was just shit. And I was just, like, really angry. And I hate it because I keep getting so angry. And I'm, like, at home and I'm being such a cunt. And, like, I'm just like, eh! And it's because I'm, like, incredibly overstimulated all the time. Like, there's no break from it. And, like, I can't even go to sleep. I wake up the next day and I'm like... And then I'm being, like, woken up because we've got stuff to do. And then I've had, like, a shit night. Like, I'm just overstimulated. And then I'm like, oh, well, I'll stay up an hour or two. And then I can, like, rejuvenate. And then it's 5 a.m. and I'm like, fuck. And then I go to bed. And then I get woken up at 12. So basically... These past 14 days, I have not slept very well. I was put on loads of weight on my face, but I think I'm just dehydrated. My face just looks really puffy at the moment. I don't know. I'm just like... I repotted my plant. I say I repotted my plant, I didn't. I literally just put it in there. But I'm just going to pour this water in here quickly and then go. But a red pot, it would have been better if it was like the same shade of pink, but it's got like an apple on it. But basically, I wish I bought another one. These are my dad's. They've like, I don't even know where they're from. I think they are plant pots, but they're my dad's, and he has loads of them above his sink. And I saw the red one, and I was like, I want that for my plant. But I also don't have a pot for my utensils, like my cooking utensils and cutlery. So I was thinking if I just get another one of these and bring it back, but then there's no point having two here. I feel like it's a lot. And I've just got like so much junk all the time, and I don't even know why. I accidentally left my phone in the Uber. And the guy is charging 20 quid to drop it off. Like, what a prick, you know what I mean? Like,
You drop it off for free and then I give you £10 and you say thank you. You don't charge me 20 quid. Like, what a dickhead. I don't know, I just feel like it's such a dick move. And the thing is, the fact that he like drove all the way back before even thinking of dropping it off again rather than calling. It was like, he was like trying to make money out of it, and it's like, fuck you. So we literally called the phone about 10 times as well, and he didn't answer the phone. And then we called him, and he was like, oh yeah, I've got the phone. It's £25 for me to come drop it off. And I was like, I'm literally a uni student, like I don't have much money, to give you at all. Like, you know, and then he was like, so like when I go get the phone, I'm gonna ask for £15, and if he says no, then I'm gonna tell him anyway. I think how tight it is what he's doing. That he should have done it for free. Cause fuck you. What a dick. I just think what a dick. Like, he dropped us off here in the Uber. We had a good conversation. We were chatting fine. We paid for our Uber, which is like £25. And then he's gonna like charge us the same amount to drop my phone back. It's like, fuck you. Wanker. I'll show you what I'm making. Shit. Roast potato. Anyway, I'm making roast potatoes. I can't believe that. I just think it's really cunty. Do you know what I mean? Like, I would just give it back for free. Like, oh yeah, you can have your possession back. But you have to pay for it. I just think it's such a dick move. You know, I'd never do that for somebody. I just look old now. Like, I just look really old and like ugly. That's my current theme. My previous theme was like, I'm a bad person. My current theme is I'm ugly and I'm old and nobody likes me. Slay. It's not that slay, but it's fine. It's fine. Oh, I'll show you what I stole. Yo, Maya, I'm filming. Enjoying.
Smell the ganja.
You always smoke to join in here.
It's a fire alarm, not go.
Guess what?
Go.
The fucking Uber driver is charging me. I left my phone in the Uber.
Oh, I look awful. I've literally been nocturnal since I came back to uni. Been going to bed at like 6 a.m. and waking up at like 6 p.m. like every day. And I'm currently really ill. And I've got a deadline in 3 days and it's 2 in the morning and I'm gonna go to the library basically. Yeah, I just can't seem to like make myself start. It's really getting on my tits. I know once I start I'll be sound. Like, I'm not worried about it, but I should be. I've put on so much weight. Literally so much weight. Oh, hopefully once my sleeping's back in order, then I won't look like this. I got the bus down, bought myself an iced coffee and 2 Monsters. And then I got outside and I was like, I can't go in there. And I came back. And it's now like 8:30. It's 8:53 in the morning. Got one of these. But I got like a big, like a litre of iced coffee. £2.20, it's not too bad. I should probably just buy one of those a day rather than those. Yeah, I'm still really ill. And my deadline's closing in. I'm just thinking like, what work to get, because when I came back to uni this year, I was like in the same predicament. I couldn't force myself to do anything. I was like, how do I force myself to start? How do I give myself some mojo? And what I did last time was I spent a day organising everything so I knew exactly what was going on and I understood everything. Like, I wrote these things, like I wrote them out like 4 times because autism. Yeah, I've got tonsillitis coming down, I'm not gonna lie. I literally like made £10 worth of stew. And I don't even want it, and I overcooked the beef. It's almost like I find things to be annoyed at myself about. Yeah. I need to come up with a way to like get onto this studying really, really quickly because the days are running out. It's a Friday and it's due on Monday. So I've sorted my house out for next year. So I'm moving in with 6 girls, which is scary. My little sister lived with 5 girls and they ended up just being cunts, but hopefully I don't think these girls are cunts, and also I can be more of a cunt, so that's not gonna happen, but we're gonna get along and be best friends forever. Yeah. But it's the 17th of January. Also, it's just like nothing in this room is positioned correctly. It's really jarring. Like, I have the bookshelf above my desk, which is nice, but then the pinboard's way over there, and the only good light is there. I've also been thinking about doing that, like move my room around, but I'm also like, I don't need to do that right now. I need to study right now. I don't want to do it. This is the whole reason I'm back at uni, Laura. I don't know why I don't want to do it. I think it's because, like, things are allowed to go right for me. Things are allowed to go right for me. Why do I always do this? I'm always, like, the first one egging on my downfall. It's a bit embarrassing, isn't it?